Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, a bit of a classic bling on the channel today, courtesy of Forstner, forstnerbands.com, two gold-plated Komfit bands. We have the JB Mesh in the 16mm version, modern reinterpretation of a classic which was sanctioned by NASA for use on manned space missions. So you might have seen these on Omega Speedy Pros all the way to the moon. They were used on the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo programs. So to get one of the vintage ones, you would have to pay up. But now for 135 US dollars, you can get a modern version with a better fit, a better clasp, and better sizing as well. The other bracelet is another classic, another Komfit as it is known, military type, thin as a dime as it is nicknamed, with a very impressive look, the horizontal slat design. Whether you go dressy or sporty, on the underside you have a finely woven mesh to improve flexibility and comfort, avoiding hair pulling. Those two bracelets are 316L stainless steel and gold plated, of course. So the military thin as a dime is offered in a brushed finish with a polish clasp, and of course they feature the Komfit technology that allows without any tool to easily resize on the fly, just using your fingernail. So the styling is very Art Deco, vintage, mid-century type of look. And in terms of the dimension, the end piece will fit lugs ranging from 16 to 20 millimeters. They are spring-loaded. And the central portion is 16 millimeters, so a bit more modern than the old versions, which were 14 or 15 millimeters. And both these bracelets will fit wrists ranging from approximately 6 to 8 inches in circumference. So the minimum length is 130 millimeters, the maximum length 225 millimeters. Of course, if you know the vintage bracelets of this type, you would know that they were 19 millimeters at the end piece. Here we have an extension to 20 millimeters, as a more modern watches tend to have that as the standard lug width size. Also, the bands will fit more securely than the vintage ones. Whereas the clasp of the old versions tended to slip, the reissue won't have that problem at all. So this is a Komfit, as it is known, with a square pattern mesh, beautifully decorated spring-loaded end pieces, and unique forward-facing clasp. It has a distinctive look, not available anywhere else. Made of yellow gold plated stainless steel. The band is light, breathable, and extremely comfortable. Easy to size in macro increments. And I'm gonna try it on one of my Tudor Prince Date Day two-tone. The original band is not always to my taste, so a good chance to try. And both bands come with internal lug protectors provided with each order. So the thin as a dime, the military type, this is the look. And yeah, definitely when you wear this, people won't even see the watch. They will ask you about where did you get this band, and you can tell them you got it from Forstner at forstnerbands.com. Now on the wrist, my wrist is 17 centimeter, and I have to say I'm always at the end of the run of the Komfit, making this band actually a bit too stiff on the wrist. Normally it should have a bit more flexibility, and because I almost get to the end of it, I sort of run out of flexibility for it. So a bit uncomfortable, I have to admit. If you have a larger wrist, I think this one in particular, the military, will fit you a bit better. So maybe a shorter version could be nice for people who have a wrist like mine, 17 centimeter, and smaller. But judging only on the look, I have to say this is not something that you see every day. You can see the originality, the Art Deco styling coming from it. So if you're loving it, give it a chance. But I think probably better if you have a larger wrist than mine. But I have to say that in terms of the color, the yellow gold here matches well with my Tudor timepiece. Be a bit careful. I find that there's a little bit of friction there at the center, so don't damage your watch. But let's take a look at the other one, the mesh bracelet. Super comfortable, feeling good between my fingers, but also on the wrist. This is the spring loaded that I was mentioning, so easy also to size, but also it's easy to put on and off the watch without damaging the lugs. I will always recommend you to put some tape on the lugs to make sure that you don't damage them. And if you don't know what you're doing, just ask a professional. But the look here, I think, matches really well the fluted bezel of those Tudors, and immediately it gives a look of mid 20th century that you don't have with the OEM bracelets that these watches come with. And on the wrist, wow, it's a completely different ambience, I would say, and definitely will attract the eye in a positive way, the eye of the aficionados, the enthusiasts, and easy to size. Once again, they could make them a bit shorter. I'm almost at the end of the run, so be careful if you have a short wrist. So that's the little feedback I want to give to Forstner in terms of the look, the brightness, the quality of the plating. I gotta say they nail it, and everything feels well made, modern. For 135 US dollar, it's quality without being too expensive. And if your watch is worth it, well, I think it deserves a quality band. So do visit forstnerbands.com to get all the details about how these are made, the sizing, and the pricing. 135 US dollar. There you go. Let the brand know what you think about their product. They're great people, very receptive. They listen to what people want to see. And once again, only Forstner reissues these bands with this quality and with all the little details that people want to see, and the improvement of quality, of course, compared to the vintage version. So thank you, Forstner. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.